Deseret News Rewind is presented by Heidemann & Associates, a full-service law firm dedicated to winning for you. Call them now for a free consultation. Welcome in Deseret News Rewind. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart, as always, presented by Heidemann & Associates, brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
That's right, Dusty. And for any of you who are trying to figure out that next step in your life, there's no better place to check out than the Utah Army National Guard because they got choices. Lots of options, over 150 different career path options available. And depending on which one you choose, extra signing bonus available up to $20,000 in educational assistance as well. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com.
You know, if we ever made bad decisions in life, investments or other things, and we wish, man, I just got into something happened where I shouldn't have made that decision. Yeah. It's called securities fraud. You know who's one of the best places people to turn to? Justin Heidemann. We got a video coming out. He's going to explain how they help through these situations. Utah is known for this, and Heidemann Associates is there to take care of you. Mulligans, if you will, on bad decisions that we made. Opportunities available. Free consultation. Go to www.utah.law. Well, we don't get mulligans when we make our tournament picks. Right. They just don't have any consequences. I don't think we actually make a difference in this tournament, but we will be on the call for every single game.
You know, some teams who we pick to win state championships and they don't win it, they might, contest otherwise.
Well, there's a coach I'm going to talk about in a minute. I'm sure I'm going to show up early. Just give Coach Gardner his opportunity to call me out again. If I don't pick him, that is. All right, let's get into our pick. 6A state tournament. First game. Let's jump right into this, shall we? Sky Ridge, a double overtime win against Jordan. That 5A team, they must have got the pep talk because they were up for the game against the Falcons. Sky Ridge squeaks into this one, and they take on, good luck, Lone Peak, who I was there, did that Corner Canyon game. Impressive.
Well, I think the way that Corner Canyon had the lead, looked like Lone Peak, this was going to be a quick tournament for them, and it's been a tough year, right? Let's just be honest. A lot of injuries, been playing through a lot of challenges, and for them to come back, playoffs are about momentum. It's about playing the right way at the right time. Does that give Lone Peak that added boost of confidence against the Sky Ridge team that has a lot of expectations, right? They had last year, they've had this year. I don't want to say they played tight and see the game against Jordan, but Jordan gave them everything they wanted. Double overtime. You mentioned it, 1 point win. And, I think this is a really interesting first round matchup. Yes.
So who are you picking?
Well, I didn't want to just run with it. I'm going to go with Sky Ridge in this game. Coach Gardner, when we show up, you can say, that guy picked you and that guy did not. Well, we'll see.
Oh, are you picking it for me? Is that what we're doing?
I'm just thinking of years past.
Sky Ridge did sweep Lone Peak.
Yeah.
On the year.
Close. First one was really close.
First one was close. Second one, not so much.
Right.
Lone Peak was on a 4-game skid. They've now won 2 straight getting into the state tournament. Sky Ridge made it to the semifinals last year. Look, Sky Ridge is going to win. I'm taking Sky Ridge.
Okay.
I think Snowdy, crew, they're getting things done.
Okay.
You had your game. You're not pointing at me just yet, Coach Gardner. So they get back to the semifinals for back-to-back years. Now let's go Davis versus Westlake. And how about Davis got the win over Taylorsville? Westlake had a win in the first round against Hunter, and then a great win against Copper Hills to get to this one.
This is a Westlake team that, look, Saratoga fans, I apologize. We have not done a great job of getting out to Westlake this year. And it's been a team that feels like, hey, they're taking a lot of right steps in the right direction and then kind of stubbed the toe, right? And been a little tough to figure out exactly who Westlake is. I think in this tournament, and in particular the second round win over Copper Hills, that's a nice win. And that was an 8-9 matchup. But you look at this Davis team, and we talk about inspired play. This Davis team, remember the way they lost last year, triple overtime semifinal. I think this is a team on a mission. Absolutely ran Ruckshaw over Taylorsville in the second round. It's a good Taylorsville team. They beat AF. I'm going to go with Davis getting the win in the quarters.
I've seen Davis a few times this year.
Yeah.
I'm on Davis. They are playing that well. I do think the way Westlake likes to play does a great job. Does a great job. And so this is going to be a close game.
Yep.
Hey, last time Westlake went to the semifinals, guess where was that? The Huntsman Center.
Yeah.
There's some good buju there for them. Let's go on the opposite side of the bracket. Fremont versus West Jordan.
Well, wow. So Fremont first round bye, right? They had a solid win tonight over Riverton. I actually thought that game might be closer than it ended up being. Fremont looked like the Fremont that we had expectations of seeing, right? How about West Jordan? Look, this is not previous year's Region 2. This West Jordan team is really good. Had a nice win over Kearns. I know Kearns has had a down year. West Jordan trailed in the fourth quarter of that game. Kearns probably could have had that one. West Jordan does what they need to come back, get the win. And then they go on the road tonight at Harriman, and they take care of business. And, the impressive thing is this is a young group, a lot of sophomores, and they've shut down some really good offenses. I mean, you think about Harriman. Burgess, I think, had 2 or 4 points tonight. He's one of their top scorers. They find ways to grit it out, keep it close, pull it out late. Can they shut down Fremont? They can slow them down.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can get the win, but this is I don't think this is a blowout. I think this is a close game. I think West Jordan's able to win with some tempo, some of their youngsters. It'd be interesting to see how they match up with Hall and Harrop. I think this is close, but I got the Silver Wolves.
Fremont. I got Dallin Hall.
So does Coach Mulaney.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You're right.
Yeah.
He really does.
He
really does. And we don't cheer from the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
We really don't. Okay, Layton versus Pleasant Grove. How about this? Layton, the number 3 seed, beat Weber, and then PG had to beat Clearfield and then beat Bingham in that second round.
Yeah, and I thought that Bingham PG matchup would tell us a lot about these two teams, right? You think about how hot Bingham started. Think about how well PG's been playing as of late down the line here. Nice win for Pleasant Grove. We talked about they got a lot of pieces. Middleton's a key returner off a team that went to the state championship game last year. Mickelson, thank you. My bad. You've got Vaha, who's been really big inside. You've got a young freshman in Jordan Ross. For me, I think Layton, the length is where you start to see them separate a little bit. I know that they've had games where it's been tough for them to get the offense going. They've had other games where it's dropping 90. I'm going to go with the Lancers in this one, but I think PG has the players to keep this one close. But I got Layton.
They got the athletes.
Yeah, they do.
The length goes to Layton, which will go in every game. To Layton. Yep. The athleticism, because you forgot about Jamari Egbert as well. Yeah. That kid is jumping through the freaking roof.
Here's the deal. Why did Davis give them problem, right?
Yeah.
Their speed.
Yeah.
And able to spread that length out and negate it with their speed. PG has some of that as well on their roster. So I think they will have an ability to go at Layton, but I don't know if they can do it consistently enough to pull out the win.
There's 2 coaches that we really enjoy. Well, amongst many.
Wow, I got a lot of them.
Amongst many, but 2 of them we talked to quite a bit, and haven't seen Coach McAllister as much this year. But Coach McAllister and Coach Kelvin Miller. Not like to do that make either one of them mad.
Right.
But Coach Miller tends to coach a lot better when I just stab him a little bit, poke him a little bit. I kind of blindly take this shot. PG.
All right.
Athleticism. I think there's a shot.
There's a shot.
It's a shot.
Yeah.
Just for the sake, we're going to be different because I think we're going to be very similar in this pickings, if you will.
Well, we'll find out soon.
All right, so for Skyridge versus Davis.
Yeah. It's interesting when you think about this Davis team. Again, they don't have a ton of size to them, right? I mean, they've got 6'3", 6'4". That actually matches up really well with Skyridge. Skyridge matches up with that, right? So I actually think this can be a bit of a problematic matchup for Davis because you've got a guy in Snowdy. How is Pierce going to play in the blocks, right? How is your bench going to come in and deal with that? Can Duncan Reed provide enough scoring? Can Snowdy stay out of foul trouble and be that key guy in the paint? Can you hit enough outside shots? Housley's going to be huge, right? His length there, but Leonhardt is out there with it. I think this is a really interesting matchup. I'm going to go with Davis just because the tempo, I think in the end their tempo wins out. But I can see Skyridge giving Davis some fits in this matchup.
Well, absolutely. And I think there's so many guys on the floor to get things done. Yeah. And maybe it's we've seen them enough. Feel like I have a pretty good handle on who Davis is. And I'm done doubting Davis over the years, right? Coach, you're finally going to point at me. I'm going to go Davis. And here's the deal. This is going to be really, really good semifinals.
Yeah. Here's what I would say. I don't think Layton matches up with Davis. It's an interesting matchup, but they're 2 very different constructions. Skyridge matches up with Davis.
They do. Their best players match up in the right spots.
Right.
It's going to be very, very interesting. Yeah. Fremont versus Layton.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you get to this point, Layton is feeling good about the way they're playing. So I think they come into this game with a lot of confidence if they can get there. I'm going to go with the Layton Lancers, partially because I picked them before the season started, but I like that matchup for Layton, having a solid win against Fremont late in the year. I think they carry that through the semi.
So I got Fremont versus PG on my side, and this would be a very interesting game. It'd be up and down the floor a lot, but in the end, it's the senior leadership. And I'll ride the hot hand. Dallin Hall has the hot hand. I'm not worried about the arena and Dallin Hall at all. If you've not known him over his career, including at the Huntsman Center, I will take Fremont getting to the championship game.
Okay.
All Region 1 finals.
Yes.
For you, Davis versus Layton, part 3.
Sign me up, man. Can we just make this happen? Sorry, rest of 6A, but can you imagine 3.0? Layton gets the first one. Davis changes some things. They get the second one. Be great to see Coach Sims, Coach Miller going for the third time. This is tough because I see that last matchup and I see what Davis is able to do. It's I don't know if Layton has an answer for that. But I picked Layton in the preseason. I'm going to hold true and ride with it. Coach Sims, is nothing personal. Leonhardt and Pierce and all you guys, if we do interviews at the end of the year with you, you can give me grief, but I'm holding true to my word. I got the Layton Lancers.
Well, preseason, you picked Layton.
Yeah.
I picked Fremont. So I got Davis versus Fremont in the championship game.
I think he's selling.
1 and 2 has not gone very, very well. Okay, and it has nothing to do with that. Fremont. I said, I'm done doubting Davis.
Yeah.
And I'm a true believer. I bleed blue in many ways in my life. I'm talking about my high school, lots of things.
Yeah.
But I'm done doubting Davis. For the first time since 2002, Davis, I believe, will be raising a banner, defending the tradition and starting it over. I got Davis.
They're going to have to clear some wall space. That's not an easy chore.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yes,
so who do you got winning the boys 6A tournament? Hit us up on Twitter at Dane News Rewind, at Dane_Stewart, or at Dusty Litster. For Vince Francis, Dane Stewart, and Dusty Litster, thanks for joining us, and join us all week on live.ksl and DeseretNews.com. Got you all the way through the championship games right here with Deseret News Rewind.